Our second PIN Award recipient is McGuire Franco from Poland, who is majoring in finance. Dale Markowski, Leiden House coordinator, stated, McGuire possesses a character that stands out in the U.S. community. He is dedicated to each of the various roles he has on campus. As an RA, he did an excellent job of community building, enforcing policy, and acting as an outstanding role model for others to follow. I cannot remember a day where McGuire has not been smiling, and he always presents a positive and can-do attitude. The Leiden House staff would not have been the same last year without him, and I am proud of the positive impact McGuire makes in the YSU community. Please congratulate McGuire Franco.
This individual has been impacting different members of the YSU community throughout his entire time on campus. One of his nominators said, quote, "From the moment I met McGuire, he was changing students' lives. There would be so many students coming up to him, saying hi or carrying on conversations with him because of how involved he was on campus. He would do anything for any student if they asked because of his passion for all YSU students and their experience while attending. His passion for people follows him everywhere he goes, and it truly shows." He also served as president of YSU Scape and an RA before he was asked to be EVP. Please join me in congratulating, I hate this, the Robin to my Batman.
There was nothing more than I wanted at this point in time in my life to expand my horizons, head out of Youngstown and experience the world. Because I felt as a senior in high school that in order to build myself as a leader and build my character, I needed to leave the Youngstown area. And now looking back on my 4 years, that is unbelievable how far from the truth that really was. It's hard to believe that just looking back now, my 4 years ended in just 4 weeks. It's really encouraging to see these next generation of leaders. But what I want to share with you is what I learned over those 4 years that I'm now spending time reflecting on as I wrap up my time here at YSU. For the freshmen in the audience, even the sophomores, juniors, and even the seniors, when I came in as a freshman, not excited to start my time at YSU, I had the energy within me to really engage myself. I didn't have a community here yet. I was starting new. But what I really wanted to do was set that foundation. I joined every club I could. I got on YSU Scape as a freshman, which eventually led to my presidency for 2 years, which I'm extremely thankful for. I spent time as a co-influencer, and for those who don't know, I was basically a social media influencer, and that was an experience that did not last long for me. I was not the best when it came to social media, but it was an experience that I look back on, and I'm extremely thankful that I took that step to do. There's also experiences that I look back on and say, man, I wish I had done that. So what I want to wrap this up with for my first freshman year, the opportunity to seek discomfort is what I learned my freshman year. Engage yourself, try the uncomfortable things, and learn from mistakes, learn from successes. But you should do this in every year, and this is a lesson I learned my freshman year. I eventually moved on to my sophomore year. This is the time that COVID started to come out. I'm sure everyone was impacted by that. I was, I'm sure many of you were. The world was filled with uncomfortable situations, anxiety, mental illness. We all suffered from it. And at this point in time, I was going through a quarter life crisis myself, trying to decide where I wanted to be after graduation. I didn't know. I was currently an exercise science major. I felt no community in the exercise science world, and I had a decision to make whether I wanted to switch majors or remain where I was, unhappy and uncontent. I accepted the change, and I changed my major to finance, and I found my home. I found the people that I related to the most, and I'm really excited to take that step forward. And that was a lesson I learned my sophomore year, to accept change. In your leadership positions, it's undoubtable that the environment around you and your experiences will change as you move up in your position as a leader. I want you to know that when these situations change, you can adapt. And as a leader, you should adapt. That's what makes you a great leader. And going on from that, I was able to adapt and accept change in my roles within YSU Scape, within my RA role, which then led me and adapt around what was going on in the world with COVID. Moving on from my sophomore year, I then entered my junior year, now more than halfway through my college career. This is now knowing that I wanted to seek able to accept change, I moved into my junior year with my new role as an RA on campus. And as exciting as that sounds, it was difficult at times dealing with 30 freshmen, sophomore students just learning how to navigate their college life. The lesson that I learned in my junior year was to build community. As a leader, you have to build community. That's not just about surrounding yourself with good individuals, but also engaging your group within the Youngstown community and the YSU community. Being an RA comes with a lot of difficulties, but what I really learned was how to build a community. I was surrounded by many individuals who were just learning how to navigate college, and being able to influence them and mentor them in different ways was really rewarding to me. I built a community around myself, and in your position as leaders, and as leaders of the next generation at YSU, it's important that you surround yourself with the community. Build a leader within your organization, be the leader within your organization, and build a community around yourself within that organization. Set a foundation in the Youngstown community with your organization's name on it. It's really important as you grow as a leader to seek discomfort, accept change, and build a community around yourself and within your organization. I'm now more than halfway through my college career, and I move into my senior year, which is currently now my last year at college that now wraps up in only 4 weeks. What I learned my senior year, what I learned this year as I got involved with student government, is what I think is the most important value that a leader can hold. We learned that you must seek discomfort as a leader. You must take challenges. You must accept change with the changing environment. You must build a community around you. But this year, I learned that it's extremely important to encourage the next generation of leaders. In my time at SGA, in my time as an RA, with my time in YSU Skate, I was able to watch individuals grow as timid freshmen just looking to get into the organization into now running their own ad hoc committees, their own groups on campus, and taking leadership positions. Through this, one of the most rewarding experiences was being able to inject change and inspire confidence within these leaders. Leadership comes with a lot of benefits. You get to be inducted in amazing ceremonies like this. You get invited to events with free cookies. There's a lot of benefits to being a leader. But one of the most important that I found was being able to truly impact the next generation of leaders. And that's what I see in front of me as the next generation of YSU leaders. So as I wrap up my 4 years and wrap up this speech, what I want to challenge you all with today is to enact these 4 values that I learned over my 4 years, because I think that can have a lot of success in your career as a leader. Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, whatever year you are, I feel that's important to seek discomfort. I feel that it's important to accept change. I feel that it's important and really important to build a community around you and your organization. And finally, it is of utmost importance that you encourage the next generation of leaders so you can watch those leaders grow, as that is one of those rewarding experiences you can have as a leader. So thank you all. I really appreciate the time and appreciate the honor of speaking today. And I wish you the best of luck in this amazing journey you have as a leader.